Mňau, kažit Ika se hlásí ze Skyrimu. Moment. Že bych to... Takže co teď? Posledně jsme se poprali s Alduinem. Ale ten uletěl. Dobře, do Whiterunu půjdeme. Dobře.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Ow.
Tak jo. Půjdeme za Jarlem. Třeba nám něco poradí. Co to bylo? Jarl večeří nebo snídá? Snídá.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let the dragon into the heart of my city, with the threat of war on my doorstep? Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I didn't say anything about giving up. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will. But I need your help first.
Of course.
Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
OK. Takže se vrátíme k Shadowsům.
We heard the Dragonrend shout from here. You defeated him.
Yes, but he escaped. I need to find his portal to Sovngarde.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I need your help. I need to capture dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the way of the voice.
I worry about capturing a dragon. I need your help to stop the war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Jarl Balgrove won't help me while the war rages.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Aldwyn, but without the Jarl's help.
Both sides respect the Greybirds. They will listen.
Arthanax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Where has Alduin gone?
The old tales say that he can travel into Sovngarde to devour the souls of the dead. You must find out how he does this before he regains his strength and returns.
Are you ready
Deliver
to?
the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to terms.
Okay.
Wind, guide.
Dobrá, takže kam teď? Takže tady. Talk to Ulfric Stormcloak a General Tullius. Tak. Myslím si, že... Čekaj. Ne. Kde ty místa jsou? Ano, Solitude, tam je General Tullius. A tady Ulfric Stormcloak. Dobrá, tak jo. Půjdem za ním.
All support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
And damn the moot. We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Toryg's woman on the throne. She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason, then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol
Soon
of the
enough,
right.
we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us.
I have a
The
message
Empire
from the
will fall.
Greybirds.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
Fell before him.
They want to negotiate a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
General Tullius hasn't agreed to attend yet.
I can't agree to any peace council until I know Tullius will be there. The other Jarls could take that as a sign of weakness.
Tullius will look weak if he
But
refuses.
Tullius didn't want to insult the Greybeards by refusing their summons. Show up these Imperials for the foreigners they really are.
So you'll come to the Peace Council?
Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
You're certain you found it?
Dobrá.
I've been false with you.
Půjdeme za Tuliem.
Fine. I'll send the unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering rock.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
What is it? Dragons?
To není Tullius.
Warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
Watch the skies, traveler.
Tamhle někdo chodí sem a
Some
tam.
of that junk at bits and pieces.
I remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. I suspect we could use someone like you.
That's not why I am here.
I see. Then there's nothing further to discuss. If you change your mind, speak with the Legate.
I have a message from the
The
Greybeards.
Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me?
They are convening a peace council at Hrothgar.
Why? There's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
We need a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
Dragons are bigger problem. The dragons are a bigger problem than the Stormcloaks right now.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
No právě. The best time to negotiate is from a position of strength.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested.
You'll come to the peace council then.
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
Tak a
That's
co
not what my
teď?
scouts report, sir. Every day.
Argnir, zase k Argnirovi, dobře.
Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric, Stormcloak, and General...
Yes. Tells me. Tak zase za Argnirem. Kde je šipka?
So, you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
This was the only way to get Balgrove's help.
Yes, yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
No, kde je ten stůl?
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this map.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Gentlemen, we're not here to rehearse our grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. All doing must be stopped. You wouldn't have called us.
Tak co bude teď?
We all wait upon you, Dragonborn. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come
No.
here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Valmore bitch. Either she walks or I do.
What's the harm? Besides, Tullius doesn't really want her either.
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Let Tullius have his way on this. He'll have to give ground later.
It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our
You
side?
know exactly. No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif,
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
I want to return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. Not enough to outweigh the loss of Markarth. With the Reach in enemy hands, our whole position in Solitude would be threatened. Fair enough. I was hoping you could put aside your loyalties for the greater good, but I see you're firmly in Ulfric's camp. Still, having another port would ease our supply situation considerably. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk with good faith.
I don't blame you, Dragonborn. You made the best of a bad situation. But I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your pitiless agreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it have to do with the...
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
You see what talking to them gets us?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
You've been even-handed so far. What do you say to our demand? I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing. Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
Damn Imperial arrogance.
Let's hear it.
We want Kralder removed as Jarl of Winterhold and an Imperial candidate put in his place.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn,
Kutsi.
what do you say? I knew I could count on you. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial forces into the Pale, Skald the Elder will go into exile, and Brynna Merilis will assume the Jarlship. Winterhold will be turned over to the Empire, although the college itself will retain its traditional neutrality. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan.
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven, an unguessed trove of lost gold. But the important thing is that the blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that holding as an example.
How does that help us?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power. Shouts. By calling the dragon with voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
Why would he come when he called?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Aldrin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
So, what's this dragon's name?
Indeed. I'm no master of voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in the scroll. Oda Vin, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
There's one more thing. We know about Parthenos.
You know what?
Parthenos. The dragon that the Greybeards have been protecting for all these years. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continue to help you.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War? or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
Why does he need to die?
Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Paarthurnax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
No, to je jedno. V každém případě se podívám, co bych měla dělat teď. Prepare trap for Odawing. A kam mám jít kvůli tomu? Řekla bych, že do Winterholdu. Do toho hradu. Dragonreache.
We have nothing to talk about until Paarthurnax is dead.
Někam? Kam? Kudy mám jít? Dá se správné místo, vrátit se do Dragonreache nejspíš. I když to místo, kam mám jít, je kousek vedle, ale půjdu tam. A nejspíš bude čas pro dnešek skončit. Nashledanou zase příště.